Hello, everyone, and welcome to the new Supermoon in Aquarius Feng Shui. This is an awesome way to start the year. This weekend, we have a new Supermoon in Aquarius and the Lunar New Year. And both together are exceptionally awesome. So, we're going to talk about this. If you haven't seen the Lunar New Year Feng Shui, you can find it on my channel. If you haven't subscribed, you can subscribe if you like all this stuff. But the Feng Shui for the Lunar New Year of the Rabbit is on my channel, and it's the last video posted when I'm posting this. And it is full of expansive energy. And today, everything that we talk about is going to be so exciting because it is a time of breakthroughs. It is new. So it's a new moon, it's new energy, it's a new year, a lunar new year. And so for those of you who are looking for this expansion, this next thing, this freshness, if you felt like the year started slow, you're not alone, because this year started with a Mars retrograde, which a lot of people I know felt profoundly. I certainly did, where you just feel more introspective, slower in a good way. It's revitalizing. It's all good. There was also a Mercury retrograde, which might have had you thinking about and contemplating things and making some upgrades, cleaning up, refreshing things. And now that's over. And also by, I think, 2 days after this new moon, roughly, there's going to be the end of the Uranus retrograde as well. So it's all going to be speeding forward energy with big personal planets speeding forward, which really affect our energy. So if you haven't been feeling as quick, or things coming together as fast as you'd like, or really feeling as motivated, maybe you feel kind of motivated in your mind, but not physically motivated, you might feel a shift. But also it's just a good idea to think, okay, whether you feel the shift or not, if you have been slowed down for a little while, okay, maybe it's going to be really rejuvenating for me to pick up the pace a little bit. You don't have to go crazy with this, but picking up the pace makes a really big difference, getting those engines moving. So this, oh, I love this new supermoon, is one of the closest supermoons. I believe it is the closest supermoon in nearly 1,000 years, closest to the Earth, which proximity has a lot to do with how we feel things. So chances are, especially if you're sensitive to the moon cycles, but you may feel this one more profoundly. It is the first lunar cycle in full new moon to full moon of 2023, and it is in Aquarius, which is such an important energy that's going to be coming in through this whole year, especially with Pluto moving for a little bit of time into Aquarius, signaling more of the age of Aquarian energy that's coming to us in the years ahead. So lots of this. And why does this matter? Because Aquarius is super individual, being yourself fully, loving yourself fully, finding the magnetism within you, really coming to understand your own energy, pursuing the things that light you up, really feeling great about being you boldly and completely, and allowing others at the same time to be themselves boldly and completely. So it's not about being all into yourself and sucking the energy out of the room. Rather, it's about letting everyone shine by being an example of what it's like to embody self-love fully, your creativity fully, your passions fully, your gifts and talents fully. And if you watch that Year of the Rabbit video, so much of this year is about mastery and really being yourself and loving yourself and being receptive and open-hearted. It's just beautiful. So you can see why I'm so excited. It's just beautiful energy coming in versus of these themes coming in versus the last few years, which have been exciting with the dynamism of them, but very different in that we didn't talk about love a lot. We didn't talk about togetherness a lot or anything else. It was very move, go, do. Now it's very let's magnetize things. And we're going to talk about that today in this Feng Shui. This is definitely a time to make big breakthroughs, whole new cycles, fresh cycles. Now, as I said, a lot of the themes of this year, a lot of the themes of this new moon and lunar new year are about mastering the things that you love, really committing to your passions, and much more importantly, very important to mention. I shouldn't say much more importantly, because it's all important, but really going deep rather than skimming the surface. And so if you have things that you've been kind of into or curious about, and you've been that way for quite some time, now might be the time to say, I want to actually study this. I want to actually learn this. I want to actually practice this. Maybe you have a gift, a talent you haven't practiced in so long. Now's the time to take the instruments out of the garage, take the things out of the closet and start working with them, start making things with them. Practice, practice, practice. And for those of you who already have a career and you're like, well, I don't have time to go practicing all of this stuff, but it's, I'm not going to make a job of it. I don't want to have a new job. It's not a waste of time to invest in your passions. It's actually going to really supercharge everything you do. There have been many books written about creativity back in the day, like 15 years ago. And some of these books put forth a theory that the main, let's just say, driver of things, the main talent that people will have in the future is their creativity. It's something that can't be replicated by chat, GPS, AI, all of these things. The human spirit of creativity cannot be duplicated by machines. It is inimitably you. And there is something incredibly valuable about really developing that now. If you are a writer, work on it, get into it, journal, start writing short stories, do it, write the book, do the things. It doesn't have to start monumentally. It's all about practice. It's all about practice. This entire Feng Shui method is about practice. And because I'm into long lasting, true transformation, I'm into the real things. And to get the real things, it's a practice. We're going to talk about some home practices for this Aquarian cycle. But for right now, just think about that. And for those of you who are super into Feng Shui or fascinated by this work and you want to become a Feng Shui professional this year, the School of Intention is now open for early registration, and you can find all the details in the description box below. I started having calls with lots of you, and it's been so amazing to get to know you. And it's the best time of the year for me to really connect more deeply with everyone and really get to know where you're all coming from. And I just want to let you all know all of these videos are meant to be done, not just to be listened to, and do whatever resonates with you. I'm not telling you you must do all of these things. I'm here to say, do the things that really hit deep. Again, this is a very personal, very intuitive time as well. And trusting how you feel and following that is going to be so powerful. Now, at home for this new moon leading into the lunar new year, I want to have a little note on timing. You do not want to clean. No. Traditionally, you do not want to clean your house on the lunar new year, which is Sunday. If you're watching this on Sunday and you already cleaned your house, it's fine. If you're watching this afterward and you realize you cleaned your house on Sunday, it's fine. But traditionally, you don't clean at all on the lunar new year if you're following the tradition. It's a time to just really harness all of this wonderful energy of the new year and fully enjoy and not clean anything away. And I think that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So in the next few days, if you want to get into this and start for this new moon, it's about cleaning up your home on Saturday or before Saturday with an eye toward innovation and joy. And so innovation is so big with Aquarian energy, and it's a sensibility of how can I do this just a little bit better? How can I vacuum my floors a little bit better? How can I dust a little bit better? How can I actually get the baseboards clean a little bit better? How can I do this a little bit more efficiently, a little bit more effectively? It could be a wonderful time in the next few days or even in the weeks ahead, because it's all under this sort of Aquarian new moon kicks off this whole energy cycle. In the next weeks, you can start exploring different YouTube channels, different articles about how to clean things differently, how to finally finish a project like cleaning your oven. Guys, I have been trying forever to really fully clean my oven door. I went through this whole phase of roasting vegetables with nothing, no lid on them, of course, in the oven. And it just kind of like built up this veneer on the glass of my oven that would not fully come off no matter what I did. And I discovered through the magic of TikTok, I discovered the Scrub Daddy Power Paste that comes with this Scrub Mommy sponge, and it's so amazing. And I am not being paid to say this. This is not sponsored. This is just, it was miraculous. It was like I was just going, wow, wow. And that was the kind of innovation, that energy, that feeling is what I'm talking about. Because when you upgrade your ability to clean better, whether it's finding a new cleaning product or a little cleaning tool or doing something in a new way, finding a new method, what you're doing is practicing your alchemy. Cleaning is a form of transformation, it's a form of self care, and it's a form of instant alchemy. You're changing something's state. You're changing it from dirty to clean. You're changing it from low vibe to high vibe instantly. And it's extremely practical. So I feel like I should do a whole cleaning channel on YouTube or add a cleaning section, because I'm so into this, because it's something we all do, whether it's from time to time or all the time. But if you engage in cleaning, it can be so good for your creativity, so great for your home energy, and just amazing for the overall sense of your home as a sanctuary. And in some spiritual practices, cleaning is also a spiritual practice. In my spiritual practice, cleaning is a form of spiritual practice as well. If you clean, if you go and clean the anything, cleaning anything to do with your practice in my religion is considered to be an offering. And I think that's just a beautiful thing as well when you're, and just to use that metaphor, when you're cleaning with that energy, that reverence, it's an offering to your home. Your home is alive with energy. That's why Feng Shui is so cool. When you really connect to your home, you start to see that your home is like a living thing. It has its own energy field. It has its own, it's an extension of you. Yes, cleaning at work absolutely works the same as cleaning at home, because when you're inhabiting a space at work, it's kind of like a space that's been assigned to you. So it's part of your environment, whether it's a cubicle or an office or wherever your workspace is. Keeping that clean is going to have a profound effect on you. So, yes, indeed. So, I'm always anywhere, everywhere, like keeping things really tuned up in this way is going to help to tune up your energy. Now, tuning up your energy, we'll go back to home in just a moment, but tuning up your energy is a great thing to do at the beginning of the year. If you've been really relaxing into these retrogrades that are ending now and you feel revitalized, that's incredible. If you feel like you need more energy, whether it's I need to drink more water, or this is water with lemon, that's why it's cloudy, or I need to exercise more. I need to do something. Notice the signs that you're getting. What brings you more energy? At the beginning of this year, I felt really drawn toward drinking more herbal teas, like a lot of them. I drink probably 5 different herbal teas for different reasons throughout the day right now. I'll probably do that for a month or 2 as long as it's still working. It's amazing. If for you, it might be taking vitamins, going on walks, doing certain exercise classes, whatever it is that brings you more energy physically is going to help to tune up your energy. And this is like a really feeling sense. Everything this year has a feeling to it. It's a very, I don't want to say it's an emo year. It's not, but it's a very feeling tactile year. Even the year of the rabbit is about softness. So there's this sense of feeling better, really following your feelings. And we're going to talk about that when we get to setting intentions in just a moment. So now, in addition to cleaning up your home, another fabulous thing you can do for this new moon, just to keep it simple, because cleaning is a big project. In addition to all of the innovative ways you're going to clean up your home, maybe you'll find one tip or one new product and you're like, wow, and that's amazing. In addition to that, think about clearing away from your home things that you've outgrown, things that just don't match you anymore. So you might look at a wall in a room and be like, why do I have that poster that I've had since college up on my wall? I should just roll it up and put it away and put something else on that wall. You might go into a certain room and be like, why do I still have that? Or this isn't my style at all. Why am I keeping this? Or why am I keeping this extra furniture that I'm holding on to for some reason when I've totally outgrown it? And really put it to good use. Donate it directly, gift it directly to people. Get it out into the world where it can do some good. Or if it's something you want to hold on to for your personal archives, put it away and replace it with something that's more you at the moment. We evolve and our style evolves. And sometimes when people are stuck, their style doesn't evolve at all. Even if your style stays generally the same, usually things get tuned up over time, especially when you're really attached to your creativity. So I'm committed on this channel and all the things that I'm doing to your creative awakening more and more and more this year and out into the future. That's what this whole Feng Shui method is based on, creative awakening. And so the more you are attached to your creative spirit, the more you're going to find that you're going to want to switch things up. You're going to want to change things around. Follow that energy. Don't worry about Feng Shui rules right now. Follow that energy and make that shift and just allow yourself right now to start letting go of any of the things that you might have outgrown, things you know no longer need to look at, no longer find interesting, things that are better, someplace else, or someone else will love them more than you do. Let them go. Make space. One of the easiest ways to start is to do it in your closet. Go through your closet, find some things that you're really never going to wear. They're not for you anymore, and really directly donate them, gift them. Make sure they get into the hands of someone who's going to use them, and you'll feel so, so good about it. Now, the whole point of this is to create a space that is really a reflection of you, but also an aspiration of yours. You want your home to be something that you grow into, as well as something that immerses you in your dreams. That's the ultimate aim of all of this work, is that your home is such a powerful influence on you all day long. Your home, your office, everywhere you spend your time, influencing you every minute. Why don't we have more conversations about this? People talk about mind, body, spirit, but environment is everywhere. We eat several times a day, and we have huge discussions about nutrition. So important. I'm not taking anything away from that. But home, space, environment is everything. It's impacting us all day long, every single day. Everything you see is bringing forth memories. Everything you feel, every bit of energy in the air, everything you touch, everything is communicating to you in some way. And that is immensely powerful. So keep that in mind as we go through this year, that your home can be your biggest creative catalyst. And that is how you manifest more. Creativity is manifesting. Now, another thing that you can think of doing this year to set yourself up for major success starting this year off is to start brainstorming ways that you can become more prosperous. How can you make more money? How can you, or maybe not even make more money? Maybe it's trading things with people, creating systems, where maybe you grow certain food and your neighbors grow certain food. I have students who are permaculture experts and they trade within their community, and it's just awesome. And it's been super abundant for everyone. Everyone wins. There's no waste. Everyone's super happy, and it's amazing. And so there are so many ways that you can expand your abundance that don't have to do with just making money, but making money is great too. How can you do that? How can you expand in those ways? And just brainstorm. You don't have to do any of the things now. Just look at all the possibilities. And there are so many. There are infinite possibilities, but the ones that really land for you. This can be an exciting time, again, thinking about innovation, to practice your skills, to get into the things that you love. I'm going to be talking about this all year long. Now, the most important part to me of this new moon, and again, I don't care if you're watching this before the supermoon, after the supermoon on Saturday, the 21st, sit down and look at your intentions or set intentions that have so much energy, so much power, so much energy. I have itchy nose, sorry. I must be getting a message. Sometimes when you get a message from someone, your nose gets itchy. That's what I was always told by my grandma, and I always think of that when I go like this. So, what is pulling you? What is so exciting to you that you just can't wait to do it? These are the kinds of goals. These are the kinds of intentions, wish lists that you want to make this year. Things that you will just go all in with. And let's talk about all in, what that means. This is everything. This is the secret to everything. Feng Shui is an immersion. When you immerse yourself in energy, like I was just talking about, you are receiving messages, feeling feelings, and strengthening beliefs, new beliefs in your mind, in your life, in your subconscious, everywhere. It's an immersion. You're immersed in your environment. When you want to really master something, when you want to really take a leap, it's immersive. When things are immersive, that's where you really just have these quantum leaps. And so, even if you only have an hour a day to work on your writing career, immerse yourself in that hour, full on, not with a bunch of text messages coming in, not with people running in and out of the door. Immerse yourself, complete, total engagement. And immerse yourself in the things that you want. Now, if you have trouble immersing yourself, I'm willing to bet that the things that you want might not be big enough. They might not really be what you want. They might be settling things. And they might be things you're settling for because they're more realistic to you right now. They might be things that you're not quite sure that you're deserving of or ready for, or whatever else it might be. Set the bar higher. So when you sit down to write, whether it's now or Friday or Saturday or next week or the week after, and you're writing out what you want for the weeks ahead, what's really important to you, your top priorities, even if it's 3 or 4 or 2 or one thing, make sure it reflects what you deeply want, something you can't stop thinking about. So I watched this a few wild interviews because I was fascinated by Mr. Beast, and I love some of his videos so much. And I think they're really fun, and I'm just really impressed by the level of execution of all of these videos. It's not just all the things given away and all the wild stuff, but the level of execution of these videos is astonishing. And I was like, what is it about this? How did this happen? And if you've ever seen any interviews with Mr. Beast, he always talks about how he was obsessed with YouTube, like totally obsessed, and kept doing it and doing it and doing it for years, for like a decade, before things started to really hit. And when they started to really hit, it became even more of an obsession. And it was just everything, morning till night. It was just everything. And now everything, everything that's profited, a lot of it gets reinvested, heavily reinvested in growing and growing and just becoming better and better and better. And that is such an extreme model. I don't expect any of you morning till night, with blinders on, doing just one thing with that energy. But that energy is the stuff that moves things forward. And we're going to talk about this more this year as well. This sense of being in it, not being on the sidelines, not looking and seeing what happens, not, if you really want something and you know it's for you and you feel it, you really want it, why hold back? Why not go all in? Why put one foot in and one foot out? And you can look at your list look back to goals that you've had. Why hasn't it happened yet? Have you been one foot in and one foot out? Have you been sort of skating on the sidelines trying to see how to make it work? Or have you been all in on a cellular level, feeling it when you're doing it? A lot of times people tell me, when I do this thing, when I paint or when I write or when I do this job, I am just so lost in it. The day I don't know where it goes. It's just, I look up and the day is over. That is the level of commitment, this full energy, full body commitment that is going to propel excellence this year. So ask yourself, and I'll leave you with this question for the new moon and moving forward into this Lunar New Year. What is it that you want, that you would give that energy to? What is it? And it might be a few things that you want that you would give that energy to. That energy, that dynamism, that full on, all in spirit. Because when you're working with that energy, it's just so incredibly magnetic. Like I said, this is a feeling year. So however you feel it in your body, when you're in it, when you're enthralled, and when you're watching something and someone's trying to get your attention, you're like, you don't even see them. You're just locked in. That energy. What do you creatively want to give that energy to? What do you want to make happen in that way? This is why this new moon is so exciting. It's like opening doors to this energy for the year and years to come. And for those of you feeling like you're procrastinating or anything else, clear some clutter, clear some stuff. But I'm telling you, if you might even want to tune up your vision of what that thing is that you want, because when you want it badly enough, all those things just go out the window. And suddenly you have the time, suddenly you have the energy. So on that note, I'm wishing you the most spectacular supermoon to start the first lunar cycle of the year, an amazing Lunar New Year on Sunday. And again, if you want to become a Feng Shui pro this year, the School of Intention is now open for registration, and you can get all the details below. And the Love Feng Shui is starting next. And you can find a link below to the Love Feng Shui videos. I believe it should be there. And if it's not, it'll be in the videos to come, because we're just this year, love, feeling, tactile, creative, powerful, and committed. So what are you going to commit that energy to? Let me know in the comments. Let me know. I'm always excited to hear. And if you're not sure yet, commit to allowing that to come in and keep clearing your space, opening things up, and you'll figure it out. It's sometimes it surprises you, but those passions, they're unstoppable. Thank you all for being here. And if you like this video, like, subscribe, do all the things. It really helps the channel. And I'm so committed, speaking of commitment, to YouTube this year, because you guys have made such big shifts in your life last year that it's inspired me to just double down and really bring my best. So thank you all for being here. And I'll see you next week. Bye. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You're all so amazing. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.